Hello there and welcome to the Missing Stamps YouTube channel. I'm Robin, one of the design team members, and I'm here to show you how I create a way that I create shaker cards. And I'm going to use this Scene Builder stencil, the cloud, and it has a larger edge and a smaller edge. I'm going to use the larger edge for this. And I'm going to use some distress oxides. I have squeezed lemonade and speckled egg. And so I just use my blending, my blending brushes. And I'm going to start at the very top of my card. And this panel is a 4 1/4 by 5.5 panel, regular A2 card. And as you can see, I'm just applying the ink directly to the top. And then I'll move my stencil down a little bit and shift it a little bit just to get a little variation in the cloud pattern. And as you can see, it doesn't take very much. It's so pretty, the effect it gives. And I absolutely love, this is one of my favorite stencils. So I'll just continue to do this about halfway down the panel. And just picking up some ink and rubbing it onto the cardstock. And there's no rhyme or reason. Just shifting it a little bit here and there just to get that variation. And we're going to attempt to make a shaker. I love making shaker cards, and I want to make one today using some of the dazzling butterflies from the Missing Stamp Shop. So now I changed blending brushes, and I'm using this Frosted Lemonade, a beautiful yellow color, and doing the same thing. And switching, moving the stencil a little bit. And here's my result. Isn't it beautiful? Gorgeous. Just as is. Love that stencil. That's one of my favorites. So after we finish making our background, we want to take our 3-inch circle die, and I just cut a circle in the middle of the paper. And we will keep that circle. Don't throw that away. We'll use that for later for the card. So after that, I decided to use the Springtime's banner stamp set, and I love it. It has so many different images, so I'm using a banner. I'll use some of the flowers and butterflies. And so I'm using my Memento ink, Copic friendly, because I'll be using my Copics to color. And I'm going to just stamp some images onto some white cardstock that I have here. And I'm inking them well to get a good impression. Decided not to use my stamp platform. I think I can do this without it. Came out pretty good. Okay, and I'll ink it, and I'll do this a few times. I want to have a few flowers to work with, and I may not use them all, but in any event, I could keep the color ones with the die and be able to use them for another project. Just try to find the right angle to stamp it. So after I stamp everything, I'm going to use some of my Copics, and these are some of the colors I used. Some peaches and pinks, a blue and gray. And I'll color my images. Now we're ready to create the shaker portion of the card. So we're going to use this top layer, and we'll put it face down. We're going to adhere a piece of acetate that's cut a little bigger than that circle. And we'll add some glue. Some people want to use red line sticky tape or double-sided tape. I like to use the glue when I can to make my shakers. I think it holds up better for the long run. So I just carefully place that over the circle. And that'll be our base. Now I'm going to take some foam tape in any size. This is, I think, 1 inch wide, and I'm just going to place it all over the card, actually, but mostly around that circle. And it doesn't have to be cute. As you can see, it didn't come out too pretty, but you won't see any of that once the card is finished. So then I take my static tool to help most of the particles not to stick to the acetate once the card is formed. So here I'm just adding some gold seed beads, some clear sequins, and those dazzling butterflies And I love those. They are so pretty because they color change with the light. And I'll try to hold it up so you can see it. See, there they are. They're changing even in the package. But they can change from purple to green to a gold color. Really pretty once the light hits them. You can kind of see there in my hand. So after I put an acetate piece on the back of that, I glue the inlay circle to the back and adhere their entire base to the card. Now we're ready to decorate. And I took those images that I cut and I fussy cut them out. And as you can see, this smaller banner works perfect for this card. And I think I'll glue that there. And once I get the images, and I also use the Everyday Sentiment stamp set just for you to finish it off. And I love how it came out really cute, and you can see all the shaker bits inside. Really cute. Love how it came out, and you can see how it moves in the light. And I just added some flowers there. So that's my finished card. We would love to see what you make. Post in our Facebook group, The Missing Pad, and we'd love to see what you come up with. Thanks for watching.